My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak.
Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about?
She did? Oh no, by the four moons, what a mix-up. They got it all wrong. Dagon and Sulio were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd carry on. They'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. But it was just friendly banter.
That night, Sulio was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. We bought her a couple of drinks afterwards. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit. Their way of passing time during these dark nights. Listen, if the soldiers think that's a motive, they just didn't do enough digging.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon, but the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe some of these people will know more about what happened that night.
I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Bazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Sulio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Sulio was our friend. Just outside the door by the junkie.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something.
Know him? He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion.
Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the cantina might know more.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak.
Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? That would be Behemoth's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering. Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless, I'm afraid.
When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3.
No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead.
Nita manja. Tawansha morichiwa mufal. Gahupa go sakurata go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki. Yukunta chiwita. Tawansha morichiwa mufala wa nibobo wish yot kunas. Ichawa te crossi wish yot toda si. E krimba.
This room is reserved, off-worlder. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. Waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were. I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though. That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as dumb as a Gamorrean. He'll buy anything because he's too stupid to do anything else. 1B8D is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living salvaging droid parts for him. He might have even bought some. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Beckel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
I am 1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods? Entity Bahima unknown. I have many serving droid parts. The market rate for... Thank you for your business.
Kif and the Cantina could probably do something with this. We should head back.
I am 1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Nita mantai. Da wancha morichiwa, mufalawa nibo. Da upa, go sakurata, go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiaki, yukito tune. Kawana bota, yutatanga kiamatora. Tayaita, ta bosananansata.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana bota, yutatanga kiamatora. Tayaita, ta bosananansata.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up. Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about?
If it'll help Dagon, you got it.
There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Nico, is it? And the Off-Worlder. What brings the two of you here? That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Gent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive. Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other.
What he meant to say, Major, is that they were friends.
So these two were friends? A friend would never say such things to another friend. You expect me to believe...
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima, the bartender, can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. But there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime. So what? What matters is who was there first. An eyewitness said he came from his office almost immediately. The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi. You have a recording? And I'm sure you're just misinterpreting it.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Gant. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Gent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
The men will be working on getting Dagon Gant out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. You're quite a team. Together, you got the Major to back down. That's no small feat. The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some concern about that. With Dagon free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators. I'm not gonna say any more. Probably said too much already. If you head over to Dagon Gant's office, some men will bring him there shortly. Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. I owe you and Mandalore one. Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is a lot tighter than a Hud's Fall. I know a few people, though. What do you need to get in touch with? A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. There's quite a bounty on Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a master there, I think I know who it is. There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodisks that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those discs because they have some contact information on them. People I know you don't just walk up and chat with. There's a procedure. And that holodisk has the procedure. The Kells gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's the one that cleaned me out. She's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. You take Mandalore with you, though, you should be just fine. Just get me the encrypted holodisk. After that, if there is a Jedi Master in the palace, I'll get you a meeting with him.
What do you want here, Offworlder? The room is taken. The whole cantina is taken. You should leave. You? And just how do you intend to do that? Those words will be your last.
Good to see you again. Any luck with the visa? Really? I've been looking for one for weeks. Thanks. You've done a tremendous service for the Republic. Now I have to catch the first shuttle out of here. May the Force be with you.
Heard of any good finds?
Have you found the encrypted holodisks yet? I won't be able to get a hold of my contact from the palace without it. Great going there. With these, I'll check my contacts at the palace. I should be able to get a meeting with your Jedi Master shortly. You got anything you need to take care of in the quarter, you best do it now. You're dealing with serious politics by contacting him. If things go bad during a meeting, you may not be welcome in Isis anymore. Perhaps never. Just let me know if you want to go through with this. Yeah, I'll get on it. Just grab a cot and rest a bit. Once I get a meeting time, I'll let you know.
Is this meeting a trap? I can't afford to lose you, especially given recent events.
Anything could be a trap. Vaklu is no fool. But if the message is true...
Is this necessary? I can guarantee your safety in the palace, but outside these walls, the General has many men that would do anything for him.
Nothing in life is certain, Your Majesty. But I feel something. There is a disruption in the Force. I must investigate this.
Very well. But please, be cautious.
Aren't I always?
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Well, the meeting is on. Head straight to the cantina. You guys should be in there. And, no offense, but I hope I never see you again.
You must have gone through a lot to arrange this meeting. The palace is a full battle readiness. Smuggling in a message is no small task.
Kavar, the famed Jedi Guardian. The Mandalorians counted on the fact it would be you, not Revan, who would lead the Jedi against us during the Mandalorian Wars. I wonder how we'd have fared against you. I thought you were killed fighting Malik during the Jedi Civil War.
It seems my former student keeps curious company. Strange times lead to strange alliances, though. I have my ways as well. Why are you here? I imagine that you hold little love for any on the Jedi Council anymore. Even an old friend. You have to understand that it was a time of great uncertainty. We just learned that Darth Revan was back with an armada. Every Jedi that went with him was lost, corrupted, and as dark as their master. And then there was you. Many thought you were a spy. There's more to it than that. And I think you deserve an
Am I interrupting? In orbit, I thought for sure that the Ebon Hawk was mine. I was certain, only to see you slip through my fingers during the battle. Imagine my delight to discover you were on Isis. Quite careless, if you ask me. Get them, men, and watch your aim. Civilian casualties cause a mess of paperwork.
I must return to the palace. I'll get word to you when I'm able. Run!
What have you done to my men? Blast! Men, take care of her. I won't let Kavar escape.
Hey, we should check our lines of fire around these bystanders. No grenades.
Ready?
Yeah. What do you want? I fought countless battles. Ones most didn't walk away from. The wounds add up, and even the implants are all that keep me going sometimes. I may have been stronger in my youth, and stupider, but now I've got to rely more on my armor, my weapons, and my cunning. Now, is there something else you needed? The Republic is a stagnant beast that had been killing its people for years before the wars began. Were it not for Revan's strength, the Republic would already be dead. Only Revan was worthy of our respect. We swept through the Outer Rim without any opposition until Revan assumed command of the Republic forces. Only then did the battle turn. But as you know, only a handful of Jedi fought, while the others cowered in their halls, afraid to meet us head-on. Then the Jedi were fools as well as cowards. I'm not accusing you of being a coward. You commanded the Republic fleet that destroyed ours. You were a worthy opponent. Now is there some...
What's happening in the West Square? It sounded like battle. Command's ordered comm blackout. Do you know what's going on? What? Why? That makes no sense. Command hasn't issued any alerts. Are you sure it wasn't some of those Beast Rider slags? They've been getting bolder recently. You must be mistaken. Soldiers just don't attack civilians without orders. If it weren't for the comm blackout, I'd check with Command. Just head to the safety of the Merchant Square, citizen. We'll send a patrol to investigate as soon as we can contact our HQ.
Not all the military is after us. Still, Vaklu can throw a whole army at us. I think we've outworn our welcome over here. We should head over to the spaceport before General Vaklu invents some charges against us. Then we'd be in real trouble.
You know what to do. Let's do it! Get him!
What's going on? There isn't more fighting, is there? What's going on? There isn't more fighting, is there?
I noticed your incident just now. I'm afraid I have nothing more to say. Good luck in your travels.
The diagnostic is doing something strange. Target acquired. What the hell does that mean?
Good to go.
Your visa's been scanned. You're cleared to leave. I'd leave right away. Things are going crazy in this quarter.
The shuttle is just ahead. I think we should get out of here fast. It's gonna be some time before they forget about us here. No more trips to ISIS for us until the situation changes. A lot. Something you need, yeah? Something. Let's go. Yeah.
My life is yours.
We're back. The shuttle is going to stay docked here until further notice. I'm not ready to part company yet. It sounds like you have a lot of traveling to do. So do I. I'm going with you. The Sith have taken a particular interest in you, and you could use an extra blaster. I've been meaning to leave Duxon to look for other Mandalorian clans anyway. Mandalore leads all of the Mandalorian people, not just a single clan. In order to revive our people, the clans must be reassembled under me. I'm going to look for the other clans with or without you. At least this way you'll have another ally against the Sith. The Sith aren't known for sharing power. If the Jedi Order is destroyed for good, it's inevitable that the Sith will dominate the Republic, and then my people will be eradicated or enslaved. Helping your cause is a matter of necessity. Mandalorians helped Exar Kun during his war. We know firsthand how we'd fare in the service of their like. But that's enough for now. We'll have time to talk later.
The Ebon Hawk is patched up and ready to go. When you're ready to depart, we can ask the guide here to take us back to the ship.
Ready to head back to your ship? Give the word and I'll take you there. Ready to head back to your ship? Follow me.
course. It would be my pleasure.
Meditation envy?
Why don't you go sit on a rocket?
Calm down. What is your problem?
I don't want to talk about it.
All right, you know, Atten, sometimes it's no wonder you can't figure yourself out the way you lie to yourself all the time. I've hunted a lot of people in my line of work, but I never met someone who wants to get lost more than you do. I've got a pretty good idea why, but not the whole picture. I will, though. My advice? Come clean before I find out. And stop watching her. She's got enough problems.
Yes, I'm using the communication system. I need to report back to my superiors or else they will send someone looking for me. I would rather not cause a scene by having them show up unexpectedly while we're attempting to secretly find the Jedi Order. Yes, it is a Republic transmission, but do not worry. I shall use discretion, and the people with which I speak can be trusted. Indeed. And what message is that? Ah, so you are the T3 unit I've heard so much about. Yes?
I picked up a transmission to Telos.
Ah.
Who was it going to?
That is not your concern.
That's where you're wrong. Who was the transmission going to?
The transmission was for the Republic. If I do not check in with them, they would send someone after me. I would rather we travel unnoticed for now. They will be unable to trace the coordinates of the transmission.
So you are a spy?
I am a representative of the Republic, doing research on missing Jedi, as I have said. I am not a spy. I am here to protect her.
Yes? Have you come with... ask. Nothing more than there is danger in...
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, something wrong? More grenades? Alright.
I am ready.
About time you showed up. Mandalore ordered me to report here and escort you wherever you need to go on Duxon. You want to hike through this jungle for hours? Go ahead. But I can get you where you want to go a lot faster and safer than you crashing through the undergrowth like a drunk boner. Follow me then.
You received my message then. A man named Kavar wanted to get a hold of you urgently. He said that the Queen had arranged safe passage to Onderon for you, but I don't know how good their offer is anymore. He wouldn't tell me anything, just that he wanted to see you. He said it was urgent, but that doesn't matter now. This morning, General Vaklu met with the Council of Lords and declared that the Queen was guilty of treason. He'll be made regent if Talia and her royal guard are defeated. The military is divided on who to support. Civil war has fallen on Isis. I doubt that Queen Talia and her advisor will survive until nightfall. The balance of forces seem to favor Queen Talia. The royal palace is heavily fortified and defensible, and most of the soldiers are loyal to her. But Vaklu has new allies, Sith soldiers and their masters. The war has also driven the caged beasts in the streets mad. Braylor and I both concur. She doesn't stand a chance.
You underestimate the Force, Mandalorian. I sense that we may still get to Master Kavar in time. I sense there is something stirring on the moon itself. Tell me, have your senses picked up anything from Duxon?
Yes, we have. How? We picked up some transmissions from nearby in the jungle. We only have our shuttle sensors, so we know nothing more than that.
Those transmissions are the enemy. They are linked to the fate of Onderon. They must be stopped. Otherwise the Mandalorian is right. Master Kavar and Queen Talia won't survive this day.
Dividing our forces at a time like this is foolhardy.
And this is why a common soldier will never triumph against a Jedi. Your military tactics are nothing compared to the Force. It is essential and inevitable that we face both enemies at the same time. You are correct. You must choose who will lead the expedition through the jungle to find our enemies and defeat them.
I shall do my best.
You should send 2 others to go with the leader. Who else will accompany the expedition? Excellent choice. And who else? Yes, good choice. Now are you certain of your...
Mandalorian warriors will go with you to find the enemy camp. Just let me know when you want to head out. If you need supplies, talk with Kex. After you get into the jungle, you might not have another opportunity to stock up. Let me know if you want to go now. As you wish. Mandalore has arranged for special transportation to get to Isis.
Finally, we're close to our objective. I sent the rest of my men to secure the trail behind us.
My troops will keep the path to the Mandalorian camp clear. Ahead lies the enemy. I can follow you a little bit further, but then I will set up command and control for my unit in the field. So, lead on. Hold a moment. Past the mines.
A Type 2 perimeter motion relay. That particular model has several security vulnerabilities and design flaws. Stealth field generators can fool them. If one of us could get close to it, I know the corporate override code for it. Amateurs shouldn't even bother building security technology.
So, you aren't completely ignorant in the ways of battle? Good. But all of you must pass through its perimeter, and undetected would be better. Avoid the mines.
Intruders! Kill them!
my first day on Duxon. My predecessor displeased our masters and was dealt with. The fool let Canox through the perimeter. The Sith don't tolerate any failure. I'm the 5th captain to command this base camp. The camp sits in the shadow of a tomb. My subordinates say that the body of an ancient warlord named Freedom Ned lies inside. We don't know why we're here. We sit and make sure that no beasts come into our camp, and especially that they don't reach the tomb itself. Weak assignment. Signing off. This jungle feels similar to Korriban before it fell after the war. Everyone is on edge. Executions for infractions are commonplace here. 50% more than my previous command. There's a bloodthirstiness to the jungle. The beasts here continually assault our mined perimeter. We've had to replace the minefields 4 times so far. We received more equipment and more men today. The equipment went straight inside the tomb. As usual, I have no idea what it contained. We're expecting more Sith to arrive any day. They want us to capture one of the beasts for them. No explanation. There never is. Signing off. Coded messages from orbit and from Onderon. Some sort of conflict is brewing. I think we have a ship in orbit. They're on full battle alert against what they won't say. The Sith Master said something about disturbance in the Force. Well, what does that even mean? How do I prepare for that? From his tone, the threat is serious. We put a double shift on monitoring the aerial sensor grid. The only thing that can worry our masters so much has to be a drop ship invasion from the Onderon military. We will be prepared. The Sith said soon we'll have reinforcements. When I asked for details, he said it was a surprise. I hate the ones with a sense of humor. Sith jokes are rarely pleasant. Signing off.
What's wrong?
What's going on?
You have left me alive!
catch up with you. You've made impressive progress. The Sith's camp lies in ruins. I told Kelborn of your progress. The rest of your squad is already en route to Isis. Also, Kex checked our sources for any information about this place. Kex believes that this is the tomb of Friedan Nad. We knew it was somewhere on this moon. We had no idea how close it was to our camp. Some sort of fallen Jedi. He conquered Onderon long ago and became their king. The royal line is directly descended from him. That part of Onderon history the citizens try to leave buried and forgotten. Our priority here wasn't exploration. The mission was salvage in force, and to do so covertly. We have successfully pursued those objectives. Zuka didn't have our long-range sensors operational either. If this camp hadn't been sending messages, we may never have found it. Friedan Nad was a dark Jedi. The stories say he was far worse than Revan and Malak ever were. This place is tainted, and the Sith presence here makes the danger great. I am returning outside. My attention is required to keep the path to our camp clear.
The time for practice is over. There are intruders in the tomb and they cannot be allowed to reach our master. The ritual must not be interrupted. I don't need to mention the price of failure. Men, follow me.
What's wrong?
Something you need?
Let's go.